Without the Cancer Centre, treatment would be dramatically different. Many people in Cape Breton, many of our community members, they'll be traveling to Halifax, some for as much as 8 to 9 weeks at a time, expenses out of their own pocket. And if this Cancer Centre wasn't here, all of these great Cape Bretoners that could be here with their family and friends, and even sometimes working their jobs on a regular basis, would be gone to Halifax for quite a period of time. And another big component that we need to keep in mind is that a lot of recovery is a mental recovery as well. It's not just a physical recovery, and that mental recovery is exaggerated or exhilarated by having that family network with you here. And if the patients were traveling to Halifax, obviously they would not have that family network, and that emotional and mental recovery would take a longer time for certain. Originally, when the Cancer Centre opened, we probably had about 15,000 new patient visits a year. Today, or last year in 2013, we were closer to 30,000 patient visits in the Cancer Centre. When people come into the Cancer Centre, they're in a very trying time of their life. However, they're here with a network of people and professionals that are there to help them, and they see so many benefits during their time here, and they start to feel better, and they start to win that battle against cancer, that most of the time it is a more uplifting experience than it is a negative experience. As fantastic as this Cancer Centre is, it was built in 1998, and it was built for a patient population that existed in 1998. We were fortunate enough 5 or 6 years ago to have an expansion of our radiation therapy department, which gave us a new Linac bunker and some office space. However, the reality of today is that with 30,000 patients coming in, and that number should increase by 3 to 4% a year, the existing space that we're in just won't support the cancer care of 10 years from now and 15 years from now without an expansion in the near future. So without the Cancer Centre expansion, at some point in time in the near future, not 20 years from now, as an organization, we'd be forced to make some very tough decisions on how we're going to treat people. Likely, people would have to go to other places. They would not be able to have their treatment here in their entirety, whether it be Halifax or a neighboring province. We will not be able to support the demand for cancer care here in Cape Breton without some sort of expansion in the very near future. So while we're waiting for this expansion, as an organization, a decision was made to look at our current services and see if there's ways to make improvements now within our existing space. So in doing that, we formed a group of several committees, and those committees were made up of staff that are professionals in their areas and are experts in their areas and are really truly passionate about improving the cancer care for people in Cape Breton. One of the programs we're launching very soon in this fall will be a tele-oncology program. This program will service our rural sites such as Neils Harbour, Inverness, even out as far as Antigonish. And they'll be able to receive the same expertise in cancer care through the tele-oncology program that they would receive if they came to the centre themselves in person. However, we're obviously saving them their trips, and we're taking that whole family idea one step further and saying, yes, we have this family network here in Sydney, but they have their own family network in Neils Harbour, they have their own family network in Inverness, and they'll get to spend more time with their families in Inverness, in Neils Harbour, in Antigonish during their time through this tele-oncology program. And just to put a number to that, we estimated that the tele-oncology program could save approximately $90,000 a year in patient travel. By donating to the Cancer Centre, you're donating to cancer care in Cape Breton for the next 20 years. It's not just the patient that comes in next month or next year or in 5 years from now. That money will sustain this cancer program and make improvements and keep all of our people here in Cape Breton for the next 20 years. And although in 5 years' time from now the money is spent and gone and people may not be thinking about it, the care that our patients will be receiving will be thought of every day.